this is Gregory. This is actually the next day, which is the second segment. And so far it's going good. It's winter out. Let me show you. We're doing winter today, which is fine. I'm in my car, getting nice and toasty. I got a good heater, so that helps. So today is the second segment on the journey to AGT. And we were left off going to say what it took me to get from start to AGT. I mean, why? What did it get me to get there? And first, let me explain. When I was 2 years old, I was very, very energetic, and I wasn't shy a bit. Kind of got shy when I was in school, but back then I was just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I sang. I wasn't taking it serious. I sang. I used to go into stores that my parents would take me to the store, and I would sing for the cashiers and stuff like that, and they loved it. And I think it was 2 different songs, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And so I did some choirs in school, but I wasn't really taking it really seriously. I mean, I did it until when I got to junior high. And at that point, I wasn't really taking it serious until I was outside and I was having some fun, and I was just pretending to be an opera singer, and I belt out this sound, thinking that, this is funny. And what happened is that this voice came out of me, and it was the first time I actually heard this voice. And right then, I knew I was given a gift. A true gift. It was scary. I didn't know where that came from, but all of a sudden, it's like, wow, I've been given a gift. And I was excited. So I knew what I had to do. I just knew that since this is a gift, I got to take care of it. I got to do something with it. And I remember the next day I ran to school. I went and I looked for a music teacher or whatever and said, "Hey." In fact, I remember the teacher. Her name was Peggy Staples. She was a music teacher. And I told her, I said, "Hey, I just found out that I have this gift. And I don't know what to do with it. I need some help." I mean, it's just like this voice was in me. And I knew what I had to do. From then on, I was singing in choirs. They were giving me all this music theory, singing Latin, do the me, ma, me, mo, moo, and breathing exercises, and really doing a great job of singing in choirs. I never got called for a solo or anything like that, but I was participating, and I was learning to breathe and learning to listen to each person. And that's important, because if you're going to sing, you got to be able to learn to listen too. And so at that point, I was just like, okay, this is it. I was also doing some acting. I was also doing some playwriting. I learned everything that you could possibly do in a theater, performing arts, because that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be performer. In fact, I remember I had a physical and the doctor asked me, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to sing? I said, no, I want to be an entertainer. I mean, a singer sings and an actor acts, but I want to be an entertainer. I want to be able to go and do something. And so my dad thought that was pretty awesome, that I knew exactly what I wanted. The doctor is saying, oh, well, this guy really has got a plan. And it's possible. It is possible. So, push comes to shove, throughout my journey, I had a very hard journey, but I ended up doing missionary work and learning to to be a music minister. I've done a lot of different singing type platforms. Nothing secular, just gospel, stuff like that. But I was doing it. They always supported me wherever I sang. If I sang a song, doors of opportunity opens. And that's what I always knew is, okay, if I just get the chance to sing, doors will open. And it has. I've been doing music throughout the years through different ways, and it really has helped. I've been a minister of music. I've been a performer in nightclubs. I've done specialized karaoke, which kind of means that I hanged out at this club. These people have been there for 40 years, and a lot of them were old-time singers that came to do their own songs that they've done, like the Del Vikings, the Belmonts, the Del Reys, the Temptation, the Drifters. They came in and just to hang out, and we felt like that was like the jazz clubs in Chicago. It was like we had the performers and we performed with them, and we just brought the house down. And the place was called Ogden Street South in Denver. And I guess everything just rubbed together. We're still strong. We're still doing it today. In different places in Colorado, Denver. I published my own magazine called the Karaoke Spotlight, which kind of lists out all the entertainment places, and I became a critic. It went very well. But like I said, I've helped a lot of people from that go into professional singing. I managed to hook up people and got them their start, and they went very, very well. For me, I just been in the background, and I've been trying to get to work. Really haven't crossed over to the professional side. I wasn't ready, and so that being said, I ended up truck driving, and then working for retail stores, and I started to not really sing much. I call them the quiet years, and I was missing it. I was missing my passion, and so like 2 years ago, I found certain social platforms that I could actually start singing again, work up my abilities, and the support has been awesome. I belong to a club that's called the Reconnection. It's a group that's was developed by one of my conductors, music teachers in high school, and we have a celebration we had it 2 years ago. Then I did a reunion the next year, and this year I believe I'm doing it again. And I show them what has happened, to show them that their investment in me, this is what happened. It's changed my life. It's great. So all this build up, and then I see AGT, and I'm going like, I know I could do that. I know I need to do that. And my mother was a very good support for me. She was in a dark place, and I was able to go and help her get out of that dark place. My music actually helped pull her out. And sorry. A couple of years ago, she had passed. And I lost about 5 members of my family because of COVID and all that stuff. And a couple of years ago, I was able to be there with my mother, and she was in a nursing home. She wasn't expecting to live. I managed to be there in her last hours, and I sang her a song to comfort her. But then I told her, Mama, I'm gonna be okay. So that's when she gave her last breath. And I feel like I promised her that I'd be okay. Which I was not okay. Oh. But I think if I can do this, I think if I just continue to do what I promised, and it'll complete that journey, I wrote in a couple songs about her. And I got a third song that I want to write, but I have to be able to sing it because my heart cries out. This is what brought me up to AGT. I said, I just got to do it. I got to continue where I'm supposed to go. And I am heading in that direction. And whatever happens from this point, it's the next step. It's just a step that I gotta do. If I don't make it, that's fine. But at least I tried, So this is where I'm at. I love to share the journey with you. Maybe go more in detail of what I've been through just to get here. And I think the next segment will show you how I process this event, what kind of research I've done, how to do the homework so that you're comfortable with what you're doing. Because this really means a lot to me. And I know this is going to be shared afterwards, but this is where I'm coming from. And I also know that I've got some bad teeth. I'm not going to deny that. I have genetics problems, and I have some stuff that I caught in Mexico and different places that I need to get my teeth fixed. And I figured that if I could do this venture, maybe I can get my smile back, But I'm not going to let that stop me from doing, because in the back of my mind is like, I know I have bad teeth, and I'm also losing my sight. Out of this eye, I can barely see, and just can't afford to fix them. But I want to be able to see. I want to see my grandkids. I want to be able to smile again. So this journey is all about that. Continue my promise. Continue my journey for being an entertainer in my dreams. Continue for my family. And to be able to connect and give the gift that I was given to those who will receive it and connect with me. So this is what it is. Thank you for listening. This is the second segment. And I'm looking forward for the third, because it's going to start getting into technical. But this is Wednesday. That means I've got 7 days. 7 days from today, it's going to happen. God bless. Whatever happens, may He take the credit. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. mother turned 69, and she decided it was time to finish up her school and graduate. Although she had many reasons not to even try, she had many reasons to hesitate. But she graduated anyway. And when they asked her why she did such a thing, this is what she had to say. I promised my father, I promised him I would go to reach beyond the reasons, beyond what time would show. A promise to the Father is something you hold true. To honor him is to love him, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Jesus sat down with his disciples, told them what he had to do, to suffer and die on the cross to pay in full for the sins of you. He had reasons to hesitate and had reasons to say no before he had to die. But you know, Jesus sacrificed himself anyway. And when they asked him why he would do such a thing, this is what he had to say. I promised my Father, I promised him I would go to reach beyond the reasons, beyond what time would show. A promise to the Father is something you hold true. And to honor him is to love him, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm That's what I'm gonna do. Praise be and thank you.